Well, the White House, this White House, for the past 3 years has really been in some ways defined by leaking. Now, CIA bureaucrats feel empowered to use anonymous hearsay to shut down the political process. That's not just a worry for the current president. It's a deep concern for all future presidents who might try to defy the consensus here in Washington. Danny Coulson has been around the process for a long time. He's former Deputy Assistant Director of the FBI, and he joins us tonight. Danny, thanks so much for coming on. So,
thank you, sir.
This, and I'm not saying this in a phony way, this is sincere. If you care about our system and you believe in the peaceful transfer of power and you believe that the people should rule in democracy, in other words, you don't want faceless, unelected bureaucrats wielding the real power, do you?
Oh, absolutely not. And I think we're talking about leaks here, and that's where we get in big time trouble. They're very harmful. I've done several leaks at the White House, several investigations, and was somewhat successful. But they need to close the faucet here, so that there has to be some things done in confidence. The American people don't need to know about everything that goes on in the White House, especially every conversation with another leader. So they need to close down the circle of access and get control of this thing. If not, this president and presidents in the future are going to be plagued with this kind of stuff, and they're going to be having running around chasing their tails trying to stop it.
Well, you'll notice that the leaks are particularly common and virulent around foreign policy questions, because the president's views on foreign policy contradict those of the foreign policy establishment here in Washington, particularly on Russia. They hated the fact that he said on the campaign trail that we should be closer to Russia. They hated that, found it unacceptable. So really what you're seeing is permanent Washington deciding what you're allowed to say as a politician. That's scary.
It's very, very scary. And a lot of this has to do with ego at the White House, not just this White House, but every White House. Everybody wants to know what's going on. And the bigger the circle of knowledge is, the bigger the likelihood of leaks, because you can hide among the crowd. If 30 people know about a conversation, then you leak it, the chances of finding you are very, very difficult. If there's 4 people that know about the conversation, then people are less likely to go out and leak information because they know they're going to get caught doing it. So it's a matter of securing your own people, securing your own the secrecy of what you do, which is good. Secrecy is important when you're dealing with foreign affairs, because there's a lot of issues dealing with other leaders and whatever. So we don't, as a people, need to know every aspect of what's going on, and you have to take steps to secure that. That's why we have compartmented information systems in the intelligence service, to keep the number of people's knowledge close.
These used to be obvious points, no longer. Thank you for reminding us of them. Danny Coulson, good to see you.
Thank you.